And welcome back to RaunchyMutts SCUM. And we had a release that was put out a day or two ago, 2 days ago actually. And it is a version 0.75. I have to say that has never happened before. That is something new. We've never had a point or a version 5 half. Let's say this way, we have never had a half version release. So that is interesting, but it is the new females that have been released now. It's a few new female models. You can add makeup, eyeshadow, lipstick, and I'll show you that here in just a second. We've also had some optimizations for the big city, which I think is going to be welcoming. Yes, there's going to be buildings that we can no longer enter, but not all the buildings have been shut down. Some of the buildings still remain. So that is, I think, an improvement. And they said that they would open up more buildings as optimizations continued, and they found more ways to do so without causing problems with the game. I think it's something they should have done a long time ago. I think that's the way it should have been released to begin with, but it has been a struggle for some players that haven't even been able to go near the city because of their machines not being able to handle that. Even those of us who bought new machines and went there first to test them out still found troubles and struggles with that. So I think it's going to be a welcoming feature for the majority of people. There are probably going to be some that complain, some that had these super rigs, $5,000-$6,000 super rigs that didn't have any problem there, but for the average person, it was a problem. And now also my episodes are going to start all over again. I lost my base, I lost all my equipment, lost my truck, my boat, which I'm welcome. I'm always welcome to start over, start again, do something different. Now, I did go in a little bit earlier. I had some problems with the game. It took like 10 minutes, and I mean literally 10 minutes just to get to this main menu screen. And then when I clicked continue, it took another 10 minutes, literally almost 10 minutes to get me inside the game. And when I did it the second time, I went in to do a female character. I was able to get inside the game with her, but still getting through these two entry screens was just painful. The third time I tried to do it, it wouldn't even load, or if it did, it was going to take longer than it did originally, or the first times. So I decided, I work during the day. I work a full-time job, so I'm very limited on when I can do my SCUM stuff. I have to do it early in the morning before work, or in the evenings after work, or do it on the weekends. So with the patch coming out on Monday, I have been limited on how much time I could spend on this, and plus with the problems I was having, so I was going to have to get some things resolved. I checked my video drivers. My video drivers were up to date, so that wasn't a problem. So I ended up uninstalling the game and reinstalling it, and wow, okay, I come to this menu or the first menu when this new version screen pops up is like in 2 or 3 seconds, and then it pops this up here at this menu page, matter of seconds. It's a world of difference. So there was something wrong with some of the files, or apparently I had, maybe the database, I don't know, but that's all been resolved now. I did do a clean wipe. I do need to make some adjustments, I guess, back in the server settings. I did a video, I don't know if it was the last video or the one before. It was a little tips and tricks on fun with puppets, on how to get puppets to do certain things, how to avoid them, and how to get them to move to a different area out of your way if you need to without having to confront them. So with that, I had bumped up my puppet population on the server, or on my personal server, and that I enjoyed that extra fear, I guess you'd call it, and challenge to the game. For me as a single player, it gave me more to have to deal with. So I liked that, enjoyed it, and I'm gonna bump that back up again. So let's go ahead and move on in here. As you can see, I think to me the uniform. Look at his uniform sitting there. It's cleaner. It's more realistic to me. It stands out. And like I said, started to say a while ago, I went in. I did create a female character and went into the game with her. The clothing fits her figure more appropriately, better, and the clothing that she had on was wow, so much. I mean, it was almost like you could see the threads. I mean, like right here on this on the inmate uniform, you can see the detail around the pockets. You can almost see the raised embroidery of the inmate and the number on the pocket. So they've done some differences to the modeling of the clothes, and I think it looks awesome. I think it's just amazing. And a lot of people give the devs a hard time. I'm a software developer myself, and I know you're gonna have people that want to complain or say things you didn't do things quite the way that they thought it should have been done. But when something does come out good and that they've put their time into it and they've done a very well job, then you need to let the developers know that too. I think the developers really should be praised more than they are knocked down and criticized. So, but when good things come out, let's let them know. And we've been waiting on this for 4 years, wanting this female character, and with what the females now have the ability to do, I'm looking forward to with the guys. Now, okay, we don't need makeup, but it'd be nice to have some different facial expression or facial designs to where we can maybe fatten the cheeks up, extend the nose, narrow the nose, whatever, adjust the ears, have different hairstyles. Those things would be nice, and even have different beards. Maybe instead of just a full beard, we can have goatees or mustaches, stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that coming to the guys' side or to the males as well. So let's take a look here. I'm going to go into single play. I'm going to create, and I'm just going to call this She-Mutt for right now. Okay, now let's bump my constitution down to 2.4. I want to bump my strength up to 4, and then I'd really like to have a little bit more there, so I'm going to take my, I think it's dexterity, down 2 notches so I can get a little bit more on intelligence there. And if you're here for the first time, character creation, and you've never done this and you're thinking about buying the game, you want your strength to be 4.0. This is my opinion, but I think you need a strength of at least 4.0 in order to be able to do everything in the game, to carry weapons, to handle weapons when firing, the other things that you may need strength for. That 4.0 is a deal breaker. If you're less than 4.0, there's certain things I think that you will not be able to do in the game. And like archery, you will not be able to pull back high poundage bows. And I think even the compound bow, you would have to adjust it down to its lowest setting in order to be able to pull it back if you didn't have 4.0 strength. So that does, I know it had an impact before. I don't know if that's changed now. It's been about 6 months or so, or a little bit more, since I played last, so I'm still finding some things in the game as I was playing in my previous episodes that I was not aware. Like, I didn't know that you could take a big rock with a hammer and break it into smaller rocks. That I never had seen that in the game before, so I think that is something new. But there are small little adjustments here and there that I'm finding. So as you can see, the guy setup, the creation for the guy is pretty much the same. There's not a whole lot there. If you click next, you go straight in here to your adjustments, fine tuning of your skills. If we go back and switch this to female, you have everything on this screen appears to be the same, but tattoos is disabled. Tattoos are disabled. So you can adjust your female character like that. You have, wow, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you got 8 different body types to choose from. Tattoos are disabled, and then you have your breast size. I'm gonna go up, all right? But when you click next from here, you go into a zoomed in mode, and you get to make your facial adjustments. So let's see here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 settings there. I am seeing the differences there, but it just seems so minor though. You know, a lot of people think Asians are dark skinned, but they're really not. They are light skinned, almost lighter than American, or not American, Caucasian. That was a goof up on my part, I'm sorry. But that's Caucasian. My wife is Filipino, and believe it or not, here in the United States, our white women, Caucasian women, lay out in the sun, do everything they can to get that nice golden tan. Well, over in the Philippines, they actually buy bleaching agents, bleaching soaps, bleaching this, bleaching that, in order to bleach their skin white, because over there, the whiter the skin, the more beautiful it is, versus our thinking here, the more golden, tan, roasted, brown, fried chicken color that it is. And I'm saying that in fun, but you know, a lot of women who started young with the tanning and stuff just seems like, when they get older, it's almost like they got leather skin. I mean, it's obvious that's not something they should be doing, is tanning like they do, because when you get older, your skin shows the pain and the damage that was inflicted to it. All right, so okay, so now I noticed here on age, if you go up, you can see those wrinkles. They start coming in, wrinkles. Okay, and then you have hairstyles, and there's a whole bunch of hairstyles. Oh my gosh, there are so many hairstyles. Now I did pick what I think to be an Asian body, so I am going to go with the straight black hair. Some of these hair designs though, I mean, like that and that just, it don't, I mean, I'm okay with the design, it's just the way it's positioned on the head doesn't look right. It's like it's setting up an inch too high and over to the right too much. That one's not too bad. I do like the closer cuts, and especially for a woman that's, I don't know, physical, as far as like military, where she's going to be in combat, she's got to do combat kind of related things. I think the shorter hairstyle would be better because it's not in her way, whatever. It just, I don't know. It just makes her look stronger, and I don't know. I'm just saying. I like that. However, I'm thinking, well, and see, when she's got a hat on, I kind of actually like that. When she's got a hat on, you don't see the long hair anyway. It's all hidden underneath the hat, and I wish they would fix that part. Kind of like that, but prefer something short. But I don't really want to go short. I kind of like that. Number 4. So it's a toss-up between number 4. 18 ain't too bad, but kind of like 16 and 4 so far. Kind of like that. It just doesn't look like an Asian hairstyle though, does it? I think we'll go with 4. Alright, and then of course Asian hair is typically jet black, so I'm going to leave that jet black. We will go with kind of a hazel, I guess, to light brown eye color. And you have these different iris types, but I see little difference between them, but I'm going to go with 3 there. Alright, so now we got our eyeshadow. And eyeliner, and we have intensity. Oh, that's lips, I'm sorry. So let's take that to about like 20. We'll put a little gloss on it, and we'll do color here as well. I mean, that's as red as it's supposed to be, but alright, so I need intensity up here. Let's take it to about 20, and do this one to about 20. Just very light touch. Alright, I like that. Alright, so now we're going to go next. Again, these are my opinion, but I would recommend getting medium brawling because it is very hard skill to build up. And I would do archery as much as you can after that. Archery is another one of those things that's hard to build up. Your melee weapons, rifles, and handguns, you get pretty good points when you're using those, and you can build those up fairly quick, much faster, I think, than you can on your brawling and archery. Alright, so your constitution, your endurance, you actually build endurance in so many things, but running is not. So I prefer to get my running way up above my endurance, but I'm going to go back off on that to medium, and then I'm going to pull that forward. So eventually your endurance will exceed your running, because like I said, you get endurance from pedaling a bicycle, from I think even shooting a rifle, from low crawling, from crouch walking. You get endurance. You get running only by running, and I'm not one that runs the whole time in the game. So that's what I like to do there. You will, like I said, I think your endurance will catch up and exceed your running eventually. Okay, so dexterity, I want a little bit of thievery. I like stealth because I like to be able to sneak around. We'll give that a little bit there. Actually, I'm going to back this down just a little bit so that I have to work on that to get it. And I give that just a little bit more so it doesn't take so much for me to achieve the next level there as well. Alright, so intelligence, I like at least basic awareness, basic camouflage, basic engineering, and basic medical. And then throw everything else on engineering, or basic survival, basic medical, and then give engineering everything I got left. So I've got basic, and I'm almost to the medium on engineering. So after a little bit of work there, I should be able to get that bumped up to the next level. and I'm ready. So let's go into the game. Now, I want you to notice how she looks here. This is something that kind of disappointed me. I did, I picked out a character, picked out facial features, and I liked what I saw when I was here. But then in the game, it just seemed like it wasn't exactly the same thing. It didn't show the same. It didn't look the same. I lost what I thought was some of the quality. Oh man, we're over here on this west side. And we're right here next to the big city, so maybe we'll go explore that and check that out while we're here. Oh shit. Damn it, I waited too long. Dang it. Okay, I just wanted to confirm what I saw the other day and go ahead and get it captured in this recording. But as you can see, I've got a hoodie, some gloves, and a hat on now because I'm landing in a colder environment. And then we'll check our gear once we land here, just to confirm. But yeah, you see the hoodie now? I have this really nice hoodie, cotton hoodie, as well as this hat and the gloves. This is what I landed down in the other region with, the warmer climate area. Just these items. Because I'm up here in this colder environment, I've been given these 3 additional items to help keep me warm. And I don't know if that was something prior to this particular release, or if this is new in this release. But this is something to take note of if it is new in this release. I don't know if many people might catch that right off from the beginning, but I did. So just keep that as a note. Now, I actually came in that time. I was over the snow area when I started, and I still have the hoodie and the knit cap and wool gloves. Okay, so I've come to the big city to check and see how this is going as far as optimization and what things are still available for us to go inside of. So I found this compound. It's right above the gas station, and this was a favorite looting area for me, and it is open. You can still come in here. All these doors here are still open. You can open them. This building you can open here too. You got these looting areas. Of course, you got these tool sheds. And you can go in here. So this is all still open and available. Okay, and this big supermarket on the edge of town that everybody loves to loot, and it is all open still. There's no changes to that. It's still accessible. Okay, so I found this market. I thought this was the like sporting goods store before. I think I'm in the right location. Just down from the supermarket. So maybe on the wrong street, but this market is still open. Okay, so we have this ammunitions place that is still open for us to go in. So it's still there. Okay, so the hardware store is also still open. It's still here. And if you come down, I don't know where this area is actually called, but I like it. This is my favorite restaurant over here. Now, also here was where we had an ammo or armory, whatever you want to call it. So let's see if this is still open. And yes, it is. I don't know if I want to go in here. Usually a suicide puppet in there. But that is still open. And my favorite restaurant is still open. Oh, can't believe I didn't get no meat out of that. Tequila. There we go. Smoked goose meat. So good, so good. But anyway, I'm not going to continue this any further. I believe the gym, the big gym, will still probably be open. I'm sure that there's other locations that are still open that are our favorites for looting and visiting. I went that other compound, the one that first one I showed you. I would almost bet that the fire house area compound, which is behind those blue doors, is also open. Okay, so I decided to come on down and check it out. I've come through the blue doors and to the firehouse area, and sure enough, it looks like everything is still available here. However, I am experiencing a little bit of graphics issue here. So this is the first time I've had any problem with graphics since I've been in the city. And that was after I came through that blue gate. That is open. The firehouse area is still open, or the barracks, firehouse barracks. And the garage area over there is still open. So, yes, I think all the popular areas, the ones that were more favorites for looting, are open. So I would not be thinking, oh, my best places are gone, they're all sealed up. That is not going to be the case. They all look to be open, actually. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Welcome to the new female models. I think they're pretty awesome. Like I said, I can't wait until the males also have some of the same features on being able to customize your character. But yeah, it's overall, I think it's a really good patch. 0.75, and that will be my new adventures going forward with my expedition series. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Support me, please, by subscribing. That's all I ask you to do. Don't have to send no money, anything like that. Just subscribe. I'd like to get, some subscribers and get viewership up. So, again, thank you. I appreciate you. Hope to see you, or hope to have you follow me on more adventures in the future. Thank you.